Okay, let's talk about next week's PowerPoint presentations.
Okay, how do we want to do that? Do we?
Hey.
Well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Hello, Susie. We're in the middle of our planning period. Is there something you need? Well, I was just up in Principal Cornfoot's office, and she let me retake last week's test that I was absent for.
You were absent because you cut our class. But go on.
Right. Well, I wasn't ready for it today.
What?
I told Principal Cornfoot I didn't feel comfortable taking it today, but she told me to just take it and then come down and talk to you guys about it afterwards. What's there to talk about? I don't know. I guess I just wanted to know if.
You could retake it again?
I guess. Let me take a deep breath so my head doesn't explode into a million pieces.
Oh, that'd be messy.
Susan Smith, each unit test this quarter you have missed because you have chosen to skip our class. We have bent the rules for you each time, giving you way more time to take the test, which means you've had way more time to study, which means you've had way more time than everybody else in this class to study. Do you think that's fair? That's right, it's not. And if you think that you'll be able to pull this crap off in high school next year or in college, you'll be kicked out like that.
Like that?
Let me ask you this. Why are you feeling the need to skip each class? Are you not studying for them? No. Well, why not? Is there something going on at home? What, sweetie? Ladies, how's it going in here? Fine. Good.
Why are you down here?
Oh, just doing my rounds.
Doing your rounds? Since when?
I still have rounds to do as an assistant principal, okay?
Right. Okay, sure, corn turd.
Hey, that's disrespectful.
It's November, and this is the first round I've seen you do.
Well, things have been busy.
Okay, so listen, we've got a lot of stuff to get done before the kids get here. You made your quarterly round, now scram!
You know, the way you two talk to me is absolutely unbelievable.
You know what else is unbelievable? You hiring a mental patient that tried to deprive me of life!
I said I was sorry.
Well, I don't forgive you.
Allie, why are you really down here? It's Miss Cornfoot, if you don't mind.
Miss Cornturd, why are you really down here?
Well, if you really must know, there have been some complaints made about the both of you, and I wanted to come down here and have a look-see myself.
Complaints? About what?
That's for me to know right now. Well, how are we supposed to fix it if we don't know what we're doing wrong?
Exactly! Also, who's complaining?
That's on a need-to-know basis as well. Just make sure you two are performing up to snuff and you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
You tell us right this instant, mister!
Tell us what's being said about us. It's not that hard. I've received a couple of complaints. Okay, one saying your bulletin board is in Comic Sans and it's giving unprofessional. And the second is that it smells like body odor and sadness in here. Okay. Who's saying these things? That I cannot tell you.
Listen here!
I can't tell you because I don't know, okay? They're being dropped on my desk anonymously.
Hey, don't mind my crust. I'm sick. But I thought while I'm laying here on the couch recovering, why not give you a little story time? Whew, I'll be looking rough. So new people filter into this page every single day, and a lot of you may not know that I used to actually be a teacher. I taught the little ones. I taught kindergarten, first, and third. One year I taught a combination class. It was a combo between a kindergarten and a first grade class, and I thought that I was going to have to be institutionalized. It ended up working out really well. I loved it, actually more than I thought I would. So anyway, in 2020, we had a meeting. We came back from Christmas break and we had a meeting about iReady. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if that's still going on in classrooms, but it's a computer program where you sit the kid down in front of the computer for like 20 million hours and they just kind of like work through a program. Anyway, our district really wanted us to do something weird, like break the kids down based on their iReady scores into groups. And I was like, no, I know my kids better than this. And our admin was getting pressure from the higher ups. And I was just like over it. We weren't being trusted as teachers to do our jobs. We were having to read from manuals. It was too much. So in January, I decided I'd had enough. And I thought, okay, I don't want to have to go back to school. I don't want to start over. What's something that I could do right now with the skills that I have in this moment? And you use them to help me do something different. So I thought, okay, I have experience working with kids. I've experience teaching kids. I also had experience. I played softball in college, so I gave softball lessons many, many times. So I had experience working one-on-one with students in that, or kids in that capacity. So I thought, why not tutor? I can set my own hours, I can set my own rate. I have the materials that I need, I have the experience that I need. It was a no-brainer. So I started my own tutoring company, this rinky-dink Facebook page, started from the ground up, and in 6 months I was able to go full-time and quit my teaching job. I also ran a learning pod where I worked with homeschool kids during the day while, public school kids were at school, and that was huge for increasing my income. And I've seen other people do pods in different capacities. So like sewing pods. My sister-in-law does an art class sewing pods. She does, oh my gosh. I mean, there's just you could twist this in an endless amount of different ways. You could do adult classes, you could do music classes. I mean, really endless ways. But a lot of you may not know that I took my steps on my own journey and I put them into an online course called the Tutoring Toolkit and another course called the Learning Pod Toolkit, where I dive into that learning pod system and how I ran that as well. And it's now October, which means you've had enough time in your classroom. And some of you may be looking around and thinking, I don't know how I'm going to make it through the remainder of this year. And I understand that. And if that's you, you may want to consider tutoring. It's a great way to kind of seamlessly exit the classroom without having to uproot, the rest of your life. And if that's something that interests you, you may find my courses helpful. And if you've made it to the end of this video, feel free to use the code October for 30% off any of my courses. There's also the bundle where I combine both the Tutoring Toolkit and the Learning Pod Toolkit, so that's 30% off for you as well. I'm going to crawl back into my layer and pick the chip dust out of my hair, so that's where I'll be. But if you have any questions or need anything, send me an email, send me a message, leave a comment, and I will do my best to answer it for you.
Genuine question, but how are we stopping this?
I don't know how old her kids are from the video, but this is what I did for my elementary kiddos. Everyone in my classroom got a class number, so like 1 through 25 or whatever, however many kids I had. And so number 1, each kid would get 2 pencils, and the pencils had their numbers in Sharpie written on the pencil. So number 1 got 2 pencils with number 1s on them. Number 2 got 2 pencils with number 2 on them. You get it. As I was handing their pencils out to them, I would explain to them, I am going to be doing random pencil checks. And what that means is if I call a random pencil check and you have both pencils with your numbers on them, you get a special prize. So usually that was like, a candy or something out of the prize box or whatever. And I would explain to them, like, you have to take really good care of your pencil. This has your number on it. So if I do a pencil check and both ends are sharpened or you chewed the eraser off, you're not taking very good care of your pencil. So you probably won't get a special treat. So this completely eliminated 2 things. It eliminated them losing their pencils and it eliminated them treating them like crap. And it was kind of like a fun challenge, like who can keep their pencils the nicest, the longest, Plus, if they lost their pencil around the classroom, someone could just pick it up and read the number on it and be like, oh, Emma, you're number 15. This is your pencil. So it eliminated people like losing their pencils or other people picking up pencils and them just being like tornadoed around the classroom, That's what I did for my kids. I'm sure you could kind of spin this for the older kids, middle school, high school even. I feel like they'd find this fun. I don't know. But there you go.
I assumed that you want me to be happy because I want you to be happy.
Michael, let me make this very easy for you. I could give a about your happiness. Stop dating my mother.
You know what? I'm going to start dating her even harder.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
And so right before she left to join the circus,
What?
something's coming. The barometric pressure in the air just dropped. Did you hear that?
Hello.
Right on schedule.
How'd you do that?
It's a gift.
I said hello.
Yeah, we heard what you said, you whack job.
Does someone want to explain why my daughter missed recess today?
Because she had her recess. In the bathroom. While everyone else sat through a reading lesson, she was busy playing beauty school.
What? Susie got some makeup from her cousin. I don't know if she got it on the bus or whatever, but she spent the entire reading block in the bathroom in front of the mirror doing her hair and makeup. So she missed reading. We started a new unit today, so I used part of her recess time to catch her up. Why can't you just catch her up during math or something? Hello? Because then she would be behind in math.
Hello?
Her missing part of her recess today was not a punishment. We just care about her academic progression and we don't want her to fall behind. Look, it's fine, okay? Every girl needs time in the bathroom to primp and powder her nose. She needs to practice looking her best for the boys.
Ma'am, this is kindergarten.
So, it's never too early to start working on important skills.
Agreed. And in kindergarten, those are learning to open your thermos at lunch, sharing, and sight word recognition. Now beat it, you butthole! Oh, she dropped her lipstick or makeup or something.
Oh, she's definitely gonna need that.
You're definitely gonna need this! Ugly.
Once you're done with your test, you can bring it up and put it on my desk. Where's Susie?
I don't know. I saw her in the hallway earlier today. Let me check to see if she was in her previous classes.
Okay. Go ahead and get started, everybody.
Yep, she was in her science class, her math class. All classes today so far she's been in.
All right, we'll just have to wait and see if she shows up. If not, we'll just talk to her tomorrow. Make sure everything is okay.
Okie dokie.
Hey. Sup? Where were you yesterday during our 5th period? We had our unit test.
Oh, I was at the guidance counselor's office.
Oh, okay. So you were seeing Mr. Reese? Okay. So if I were to go talk to Mr. Reese right now, would he confirm that you were there? Actually, I'll just shoot him a text.
Wait, I wasn't at guidance.
Okay.
I cut class.
Okay. Susie, you know that if you cut my class, any work or tests from that day are just an automatic 0. It's highlighted in my syllabus and our classroom expectations, and it's in the handbook. I'm going to have to talk to Mom today at dismissal. Is she coming to pick you up?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll fill her in then.
I understand, but that is our policy for plagiarism, and that comes from the top. Well, walk your little self up to the principal's office and do something about it, or I will. My daughter does not deserve to fail. I'll see what I can do. Yes, you will. Idiot. Ugh.